Alrighty guys, it's been a long time, but I'm back, and you know what? The car's running and driving. So today I'm just going to take you guys through how I did that, some of the final things I did, and I'll show you some sound bites of this rowdy cam at the end. So here's the finished engine bay. All I'm really missing is my AC lines over there, but that's pretty much about it. Intake as well. So I'll start by just showing you guys the end of this accessory system. I got this crazy long belt. It's like 118 inches, this belt. Ford power steering pump, which is wicked. Okay, so we'll start at this side. Power steering, factory lines, which is what's beautiful about this ICT kit. Factory power steering pump and factory lines. This pump's like a third of the price or a quarter of the price of a 98 Camaro pump, which is really good. You can see my alternator is just absolutely buried down there. But to energize the alternator, you need a resistor, and Holley actually makes a plug-in connector for the back. It has a resistor built in. You hook it up to ignition power. Well worth the 25 bucks, that one. Over to the cooling system here. So there's obviously still, I got tranny cooler lines hanging down and stuff. This is kind of a temp job that's gonna go away. These are actually OEM Delco hoses, top and bottom. They fit perfectly. This is a Northern Radiator, 69 Camaro radiator. And it's a little hard to tell, but it actually just bolts right through the rad support in the front. So you can see my AC condenser up here as well. So as far as cooling is concerned, I've done a lot of work in the past, like building shrouds. I don't know, I've just never really been that happy with them. So this time I tried something a lot simpler and a lot cheaper and easier, and we'll see if it works. So I've got a 16-inch single fan back here, pulling air, and I have a 12-inch single here on the AC condenser pushing. So I'm hoping that works, The tranny cooler in this car is actually going through the radiator. It's just a regular kind of radiator transmission cooler, so we'll see if she works. I'll take you guys through the fuel details a little bit here. It's very hard to kind of get under here. I'll probably have to make another video on this. See if we can see anything. So that's a factory Foxbody fuel tank. And up at the top of the tank there, I got two of those quick connect little lines to convert it to AN. And then all I've really got over here on this side is this Corvette fuel filter / pressure regulator. And this thing is super cool. It's like, I don't know, 50 bucks or something on Amazon. So that line just runs all the way up the side of the car. Out the side, this is an example of some stuff I gotta clean up a little bit. And then right into the back of the fuel rail over there. So fuel kind of loops around. It's plugged back there, and that's it. Well, we're over here. I'll also show you guys my tranny dipstick. That's it there. This is a All-Star Performance off Amazon, like 100 bucks. I had to do a bit of bending, but it does fit pretty good. One more thing you'll notice over here is the factory plug wires actually fit super good on these headers. So that's pretty much it for the engine. I'm gonna build an intake off of here. I'm gonna shoot it into the fender. I might try maybe 3D printing something. I got a couple other little issues. This throttle cable keeps coming loose here. I'm gonna have to build something to secure it better. Also, I obviously have, O2 sensor wiring is just way long. One other thing I ran into here with this Cobra brake booster is this coil can't fit properly without hitting it, and my coil cover is obviously off, so it doesn't look as nice as it did before. But what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna cut this coil bracket out underneath it here, and then this is actually gonna sit down in there, and I'm hoping that does the trick. But yeah, I mean, that's pretty much it. I love how this engine bay turned out. It's so simple, it's so clean. One other thing you'll notice out back here, these big 3-inch tailpipes. So let's see if I can get under here and show you guys. It's kind of hard to see. The car's actually got this Hooker Blackheart exhaust system. And I got to get it on my friend's hoist just to kind of make the final adjustments on it. And yeah, you really can't see anything from these camera angles. But I was super impressed with this. So this is a 3-inch exhaust kit. I pretty much had to make a couple modifications to the pipes that come off the headers, but it's meant for an LS swap or a Coyote swap. Has an X pipe. I literally have 2.5 hours into this exhaust, and it's the nicest one I've ever had. So, I mean, that says a lot. It's so easy to put in. The fitment is super good. It is pretty hard to do on your back, so that's why I'm going to bring it to my buddy's house who's got a hoist. We can adjust everything. Like, you know, the pipes aren't quite, they're not quite sitting right. They're pretty good. But man, it sounds awesome. So what does it sound like? Well, I'll show you right now. Alright guys, I hope you've all enjoyed this build. I really appreciate the support and positive comments I've got on this one. Coming up, I'm going to do a kind of a summary video, essentially on just how I LS swapped this car, you know, like a full guide, just like the video I did for my Camaro. I also want to do some actual driving videos. I don't really have a lot of driving videos of my car. I think that's something my channel is probably missing, because there's probably a lot of people who hear these cars and they're like, oh man, well, you know, is it fast? Is it, you know? So I'll probably get a couple of those going. But yeah, like, shoot me a message, put a message in the comments down below. What would you guys like to see more of? Is there something I missed on this car? Like, is there any items that you guys want to know a little bit more about or see some more detail on? Let me know. I'd love to keep making videos for you guys. Thanks for all your support, and we'll see you in the next one.